What if I'm angry at God for not preventing something from happening to me?
That's a really interesting question.
We dealt with this just a couple days ago, didn't we?
We did. It's also for not giving me something that I wanted.
Right.
And
so for permitting something or not preventing something.
Yeah, our good late friend Mike Wells used to say, God permits what he could prevent to bring about his greater glory and our greater good. But oftentimes he wounds us in the things he permits or the things he prevents.
Yeah.
And remember, we don't forgive people, we forgive wounds, because it's the wounds that we're dealing with.
Right.
Now, this is a tricky theological question, because technically you can't forgive God because
He didn't do anything wrong.
He's sovereign, ruling God. He doesn't need the blood of Jesus to cover, and he's never sinned. He's perfect. But forgiving is actually in some ways letting people off the hooks and
not holding him accountable.
For it. And for some people, the term forgiving God works for them to be able to do it. Other people, it's really controversial. And I understand that. So we're not applying the blood of Jesus.
No.
It's not for applying the blood of Jesus what God did to us. But what it is I'm saying, God, I no longer hold you accountable in my own spirit for what happened or didn't happen to me. And I'm aligning myself up with the way you view the situation. In many ways, I'm repenting, coming in line with how God thinks.
Right. Accepting his sovereignty, his way, his will, making God's will your will. I think that's important, and that we yield to his agenda. We submit our agenda to his agenda in all of our life. We don't understand his choices. We don't understand his ways. It is painful, but what's more important is for us to yield and to submit to him in everything, in every part of our life, recognizing he is God and he is good and he loves us and he will turn everything in our life around for good. Just like what's happened to us. The reason we're even here is because God has taken what's happened to us and the pain we've suffered in our life, and he's turned it for our good and his glory.
And I think the way we bless God is just thank him. God, thank you for allowing this in my life. Thank you for in your sovereignty using it. Just recently, one of our coaches who's been with us
I choose to trust you, too.
And I choose to trust you.
Yeah.
One of our coaches was just this weekend.
A couple days ago.
Right, at the seminar, as he was helping someone else coach, he realized he was holding angst against God because he didn't prevent his son from committing suicide.
Yeah,
and he was harboring an ill will toward God.
Dealing with this for like 5
and
years.
He's a ministry leader, but he finally released that to God.
Yeah.
And said, God, I'm no longer holding that against you. I'm trusting you with that you, while you could have done it, you chose not to stop my son doing what he did.
And then the freedom came to his heart in tears. He told us in tears. It was beautiful.
Yeah. So whenever we align ourselves up with the heart of God and with the mind of God, peace comes. It just always does.
Yeah. In acceptance, there's peace.